Hi guys, this is Wyatt from CJC Off-Road, and typically when we do a ball joint install on these axles, they've been around, you get the parts store ball joints, they tend to have a little bit of knurling right here on the bore of the ball joint. The Carly is a standard size ball joint where it typically will not have that. So what we're going to do, because the inner diameter of this ball joint bore has changed, we're going to call what is peening the inside. We prefer this method just because once you stretch this out, there's typically no going back. The only other thing that you could do beyond this point, if you still find it's loose, put a little tack weld in there, ground it down to your, you got to kind of fine tune it, throw it in, and then see where it fits. What we're going to do here is we're going to peen the inside of the ball joint bore. You're going to use a punch and a hammer, and by doing this, it's going to raise the actual material of the ball joint bore itself. This way it gives the ball joint something a little bit more to just grip onto once it's inside the bore here. Go ahead and take a look in here and you'll see it right there. It's not going to be pretty. All you're trying to do is raise the material of the bore. But depending on how bad the oversized ball joint that was previously in this is, it'll determine how far you need to go. Usually halfway is where we call it. But if it's even worse, you could do the full 360 of the bore here. So if you take a look here, we actually have resistance now. Whereas the ball joint previously kind of just fell out of its bore. So I'm going to gun this down in just a second, and you're going to see more or less that the raised material actually is fighting back, and you want grip on that ball joint because you don't want it to come loose when you're driving. All right, guys, you can see is you do not need oversized ball joints. That's not always necessarily the case. This is just our fix to this. If you have any questions, feel free to call CJC Off-Road or email us.